How's it going, everybody? My name is Lukalas, and welcome to part 4 of this production series. Today, if you didn't see the title, we're talking about sampling. Now, sampling has been used in everything from hip-hop to jazz to rock and roll to everything, and now we're going to be talking about it in electronic dance music. Now, a lot of things are sampled in electronic dance music. When using a sampler or using any type of samples, there are multiple ways of using it, and I'm going to show you guys in a couple of different projects. Now, this very first one that we're going to be looking at is just using a particular sample and making it sound differently than the original. Now, I have this particular sample, which again, I use a lot of cymatics things, so it's what I think sounds good, so I want to make sure that I'm not duplicating it. So this is what the initial sample sounded like here. Now, I liked some of the parts, but I didn't like the entirety of it. So, what I decided to do was just take the individual parts that I really enjoyed and made them into my own little newer type of melody line, if you will. So there you I mean, literally, I just took the individual parts that I wanted, created a whole new melody line, and it just gives it a little bit more flavor, a little bit different taste than the original did, which is what I liked about it. Now, with everything else, so that you just have a little sense of what I'm talking about, you add that with some chords and maybe start adding in some more instrumentation to it, and you have something that really sounds really cool like this. Again, creating a whole different vibe than the original did. Now, the other way of using samples is to say using it as a lead. Now, in a previous episode, I did show you guys my Hotter Than Hell remix. Now, I did mention in the video itself that I did use some of the actual vocals from the acapella that I received, that I used that as the main lead. So, if you look here, in the sample lead right here, so let me open this up for you guys. So, this is the actual sample that I took from the whole acapella. Now, what I could have done was I could have chopped it up a little bit more and then just had this particular section, but I just threw it in just because of saving time and everything like that. So this is the actual sample that I used, and so this is what it sounds like right here. And then, like I mentioned in the last little part there, I also took some of the samples and created another vocal chop. So these two together sound a little bit like this. So those are just a little bit of different ways of doing things. So when you're messing around with your sampler, make sure that you're just using a particular sound that you really enjoy liking, or you're just dragging something, say you had like a little sample pack, taking that, throwing it into your sampler, and then messing around with that, making sure that whatever that you're playing also sounds pretty good as well. Again, there's no right way of sampling. There's somebody who might use a sampler a different way than I do. This is more of just a very basic route on how to use it, and also taking a sample and creating something completely different than maybe the original sample was. So, very short, very quick, but again, I hope that this helps you at least understand a little bit more about sampling. If you did like this, make sure that you give a high five to that like button and also give a slap to that subscribe button. Lets me know that you guys have been enjoying this series and that you want more. And if there's something that you want me to talk about, make sure you comment that down below. So as always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all on the next track.